Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I truly believe that this team is going full force with the small ball lineup. And before we start today's video, I want to hear your opinions down below in the comment section. What do you guys think about the Thunder's plan? What do you guys think about their moves? Even if you're not a Thunder's fan, okay? If you're just an NBA fan, let me hear. I got the setup. I think this is what the setup's going to look like for now. It might change what's behind me. But hit that like and subscribe button. It looks like the YouTube algorithm really likes likes right now. So my channel's been doing good. Either way, let's just talk about the video. I'm done rambling. Look at this team, okay? They have only a few players on this roster right now that are over 6'10", okay? Pokashvetsky is a guy who's 7 foot, but I think he's more of a wing, okay? He's a small forward who's 7 foot tall. He's not a power forward. Okay, you look at they have Derrick Favors, who Derrick Favors on a good day is with shoes on. You could argue that he's maybe 6'11". He's 6'10", okay? This guy's 6'10", and he's a good player, okay? And then besides that, they mainly have guys who are 6'8", okay? Mike Muscala is 6'11", and he's a stretch four. He's not going to get you rebounds. The really the best rebounder center who's over is Derrick Favors. The rest is Baisley 6'8", Isaiah Roby's 6'8", Kendrick Williams is 6'6", okay? And then Gabriel Deck is 6'9", correct me if I'm wrong. And this is a team that I think they're going full force with the small ball lineup. And I'm wrong. Gabriel Deck is 6'6". I apologize. But he's a power forward, okay? Argentine represent. Parents are from there. His older sister's from there. Argentine, Italian, Serbian, American over here. And I think they're going full force with this high speed transition offense, okay? So if you look last year, this team's pace was 7th in the NBA with 101. And their points per game was 105, and which is 28th, and opponents' points per game were 115.6. So they weren't a good offensive or defensive team. They had the worst offensive rating in the league, and they had the 24th best offensive rating in the NBA, defensive rating in the NBA, while their net rating was the worst with negative 10.5. So I think what they're going to do is they're really going with this. The starting lineup's probably going to be point guard, Shea, shooting guard, I believe we're going to probably maybe Josh Giddey, but if you look at this right now, this team, they have at shooting guard, technically Lou Dort could start right there, but I think they want to do I think they should start at small forward. You could argue Pokashvetsky and then have him backed up by maybe. I think it's okay. So I think they're just going fully positionless basketball. Okay, they're forwards. I'm just gonna name them forwards. Their forwards are Pokashvetsky, Darius Baisley, Kendrick Williams, Isaiah Roby, okay, and Lou Dort. And then their their guards really, because their guards are probably gonna play everything. Lou Dort's also a guard. Charlie Brown Jr. Okay, and they also they drafted Trey Mann and Josh Giddey. So Josh Giddey could play some small forward, but I think he's going to play guard. Same thing with Trey Mann. So Trey Mann, Josh Giddey, hopefully they bring back Svi, but Trey Mann, Josh Giddey, over here, Lou Dort, Charlie Brown, Shea, Ty Jerome, and Theo Maledon's their guard position, where I think Shea and Lou will probably start unless they want to do Shea and Josh Giddey in this scenario, we'll do Lou Dort. Shea and Lou Dort backed up by Theo and Josh Giddey. But that's where I think I would rather do Theo and Lou Dort off the bench, Shea and Josh Giddey, and then the other guys, Ty Jerome and I guess you would say Trey Mann being the rest and maybe some Charlie Brown. Then at small forward, I think you could play some Pushvetsky should start there. And I think Gabriel Deck can play some small forward. Darius Baisley can play some small forward. And then at power forward, it's really Darius Baisley, Kendrick Williams, Roby, and Gabriel Deck. With their center position, it's going to be Derrick Favors and Mike Muscala. Mike Muscala is just a stretch center. He's not going to be doing anything else except spacing the floor. Their true rebounder and rim protector, Derrick Favors. This is a team that I think they're going to look for to beat you in transition. They're going to be moving the ball a lot of ball movement, a lot of threes shot, okay? This team last year attempted, a fair amount of threes. They attempted last year 35 threes a game. And I think they're going to go, and their 35 threes a game was 13th in the NBA, and I think they're going to be top 10 this year in three-pointer. Yeah, they were 33. They shot about 34% from three last year. I think that number's going to go up, and they just paid Shea. I think really what we're going to see is a team that is going to be beating you with speed. They're going to have guys who aren't good shooters on the floor who are going to beat you by slashing. They're going to be quick as all hell and beat you slashing to the basket. And if they don't beat you with slashing, if the slashers don't have their shot, they're going to have guys like, Shea's is getting better at three-point shooting, but Pokusevsky, Shea, Ty Jerome, okay? Basically, all these guys are willing three-point shooters. Every single person on this roster, even Derrick Favors, is willing to shoot threes. So I see this as a team that's going to beat you in transition offense or even on transition defense. A lot of switchability, a lot of versatility, either as slashers, as floor spacers, and then on defense, they'll be switching basically every single position. Everybody's going to be guarding everyone. Positionless basketball that when they get a rebound, everyone's running full speed. Two guys are probably attacking the basket while all the rest of the guys are coming out back to be ready for the rebound or to or to get a kick out for a three ball. I think that's what they're really going to do. And I think the main guys on this roster, I think for next year we're going to see a lot of are Josh Giddey, Shea, Pokusevsky, Gabriel Deck, Derrick Favors, Theo Maledon. My audio cut out. Sorry. I don't know why the video just cut out. I hate when that shit happens. But yeah, right here, like I said, I think next year's roster is going to be a lot of guys like Theo Maledon. We're going to see Isaiah Roby, Lou Dort, Gabriel Deck, I said. I think Mike Muscala is somebody we're going to continue to see. I really think they might bring back Josh Hall. I think it's definitely going to be different than what we've normally seen. I think they could, because they're at 13 players right now, or 12 players. So I think they have 2 or 3 roster spots. I think Svi and Josh Hall will be brought back. I mean, they could always bring back a guy or bring in a guy from their Summer League roster, which if you guys haven't been watching the Summer League roster, they've always been a fan of guys in the Summer League. The only guy I think on the Summer League, I mean, they have Josh Hall there. Maybe an Aaron Wiggins is a guy that they could bring in, or maybe Oscar De Silva. Oscar De Silva was more likely, unless Aaron Wiggins goes just shooting incredibly, because that'll be insane. But they also drafted Jeremiah Robinson Earl, who I think is their other power. He's going to be part of their center. Okay, he got drafted there, and he was pretty freaking good. Okay. Jeremiah Robinson Earl is going to be one of their centers, and I think he's going to be great. So I think it's definitely something people haven't been thinking about. I think this team is going to be positionless basketball. Like I said, their small forward, really their forwards rotations are going to be a power forward, Darius Bazley, Kenrick Williams, Isaiah Roby, and maybe some Mike Muscala. Center is going to be Derrick Favors and Mike Muscala, and Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Jeremiah Robinson Earl is going to probably play some power forward as well. Then you have over at the wing position, like I said, all those guys, and Pokusevsky is probably going to start in my opinion. Then you have at the guard position, I think the star is going to be Lou Dort, maybe Josh Giddey, and backing up there probably a combination of Charlie Brown and Trey Mann. Then the other positions, Theo Maledon, Ty Jerome, backing up Shea. Okay, and guys that could make the team, I think Svi should be brought back. He can play small forward or shooting guard. But besides that, if we're looking at their, Summer League roster, they should definitely bring in, I don't think Jalen Howard. I think Jeremiah Robinson Earl will be on this team. I think Oscar De Silva from Stanford, who's a forward, who I think is going to be, he's 230. He's a good rebounder. So I think they would benefit tremendously from bringing him in. But that's basically it. That's the video for me, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me hear your thoughts down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next, guys. Peace out.